I am joined today on the red carpet at our 27th annual WOTY by Vandana Bahri, who is coming to us from Bayer, who's been a long-time supporter of the HBA. So thank you so much for yours and your company's support. And Vandana, why don't we start by your sharing with us your title?
Sure. I am the Vice President within Bayer, and I lead the North America region for business consulting, which is our internal management consulting organization within Bayer. We go across different functions, different businesses, and different regions as well.
Okay. All right, so then you're probably the perfect person to be answering this question. Women have always had an impact on healthcare, the way healthcare is practiced, even lately, the way discoveries are made in the labs. I would love to hear a little bit about your vision as to how you see women transforming healthcare in numerous aspects, as patients, as practitioners, as inventors over the next 10 or maybe even 20 years.
Well, I think of this question in two aspects.
Right.
One is the broader healthcare aspect, and the other
Okay.
one is the more pharma aspect. So
Okay.
how about I start with the pharma side?
I think that would be fine. Let's
Yeah.
start with pharma.
So on the pharma side, if you think about the future, right, and I think about it as a ship, and if you look at the current state of the ship, you have some very good captains out there who are women who've sort of broken through the imaginary glass ceiling, if you will. I mean, if you think about our company, Bayer, you have somebody like Erica Mann, who is part of the executive board of management recently. She was promoted to that role. She leads our consumer care division. And you have numerous other examples from very esteemed organizations, J&J, Mylan, to just speak of a few, where women are now leading very senior leadership roles.
Right.
So you think about the ship and you think about the captains and then you think about the future captains of the ship, right? And the crew members who are training to become the future leaders and the future captains. And I think of numerous other women now who are graduating from medical schools, who are in executive ranks to the various companies where they're almost outnumbering men. So you are getting the talent and the impetus, so to speak, to have these women, hopefully in 10 years down the road, in senior positions that can really impact the future of the industry as a whole. And then I think about the tools of the trade, right? What makes them better? What will help them push the boundaries of medicine? And that's where I think today's day and age with social media, where they're more connected, where they have more information, where they have the power to ask questions, and you see a lot of discoveries and you see a lot of debate now in the world, in the environment, where women are actually going out there, connecting with the thought leaders, pushing their own companies, pushing advocacy groups, because they have the power, they have the information through social media and their own training to make that impact. So if you put it all together, I think you have more ships being captained by women, you have more crew members becoming future captains, and the tools of the trade that makes them take these ships much further and push the boundaries of medicine much further. So slightly different from the question you asked in terms of inventors, but I think about it as a whole from an ecosystem standpoint.
Well, it sounds like you've given a lot of thought to this question, and it sounds like you yourself are very proud to be working from within one of the major companies in the healthcare industry and making the impact of women's decision-making and women's innovation make a real difference in the way healthcare is delivered to the patient community.
Absolutely.